Hello everyone. How you guys doing today? Um, Come to share you this little quick tip about something that's going to help you with your iron deficiency. Um, I use it like right now. I'm just snacking on some. You can't have too much of this because it's very strong. Like if you don't have iron deficiency, it's not recommended that you use this, or it can make your levels be low, or you can start having worse problems because what's the sense of using it and you don't need it. You're just maybe being mixed diagnosed, or some people like to take things just to prevent things from happening and you're not sure where your levels are. So this product that I'm going to be mentioning to you, it's not recommend that you take it if you don't need it. It helps me with my thyroid issues, having iron, my iron being too low. So I just chew on just do a little pinch. You know me, I'm pinching, always pinching off on something. I just give me a little pinch and just chew. To me, that's been enough for me. Um, so, but, oh, excuse me. I didn't really feel like doing this today because just sitting here thinking about my mom and the conversation that I was having with one of my subscribers, and it just brought me back to the times we used to just sit on the phone until wee hours in the morning, knowing I had to get up and go to work. But yeah, so I'm kind of feeling a little bit down today because her birthday is gonna be in coming up in October, and really missing that lady, just be able to sit down and talk to her. So, but yeah, about this time I was able to call her and say, "What you doing, lady?" She said, "What you doing, old gal?" You know. But you guys that have your parents, have your mom, and I know this video is not for that, but I'm just feeling some kind of way today, and maybe I should have just geared it uh, to that, and I think that's what I will do. Continue my video on what I was gonna bring, because my focus is truly on my mom, missing her. My mom, there's no good. How you say, there's no perfect parent. When we all were born, we didn't come with a manual that gave us our parents' instructions. So my mom made a lot of mistakes um, in my coming up, but she did her best. Um, I just truly miss her, and I can call her. I can be going through something with my husband, and she would not give me oh, you should leave him, or you don't need him, or she would just listen, because she knew at the end of the day God was going to give me the answer what to do, and that was always to pray. Sometimes I just needed to talk to her, but at the end of the day I needed to go and talk to God. And I just really miss her, you all that just can just see your mom, touch your mom. I don't know, just hear her voice. And one time I had um, her voice on my answer machine on my phone, but if you don't, I don't know, I think you gotta refresh it or something so often or whatever, it erased it. And the phone that her phone, my nephew, I think my nephew ended up taking over that line, and I just never called the number back again to see if it's still on. But I know my baby sister said she was gonna keep it on. I just never called it back, and it's it's been since 2014. And if you truly love your parents, you're gonna have your moments, and just a lot of things that if my mama knew something, or um, she would always call me, this, that, and the other going on. Like, no, So she always, tried to, you know, have that mother-daughter conversation with me before we went to bed. And when I used to work for the transit, you know, we had this scene where she knew I was getting off at least between 6:30 p.m. or between 6:45. She would call me because she knew I was on my way to bring the bus back to the yard. So we would talk from between 6:30 to sometimes 1 o'clock in the morning. And that day when she didn't call me, I don't know what I was doing. I think I was just headed back to work because I was supposed to been had a stroke, and I had just got out the hospital myself. And the next day, because I was wondering why, and I never did call her. I don't know why I didn't call her, because I usually would call her if she didn't call me, but I did not call her. And my sister called me. I had just got home. That was the next day or that day, and I I was sitting up talking to my husband on the phone. I told him, hold on, my older sister's calling me. So my older sister was calling me. She was all upset, and I couldn't understand what she was saying. She was telling me she needed me to get here right then and there, and she needed me to stop what I was doing and get there. So I said, Sonya, I said, I don't understand what you're saying. I said, let me call Jamie. I said, because I don't understand what you're saying right now. And I just got out the hospital, and, I'm trying to, stay, you know, calm. So I called my baby sister, and I asked her, I said, Sonya just called me, upset and everything. I said, what's going on? She said, girl, mama. I said, please don't tell me. Please don't tell me that. And my husband was on, I think, three-way listening. Or either I called on my cell phone or the house phone, something or another. But he kept in my ear telling me to calm down. He don't need me to be back in the hospital. So I was trying not to cry and get all emotional about it. But it's like the instant when my sister started talking to me about it, I can see my mama laying down the way she was saying it in the bed. She said, because my mama always used to like to read her Bible, and she always used to have her right leg tucked up under her left leg, and where you can see her toe sticking out. She would always just be wiggling her toe, and she was found with her Bible up under her, but she was leaning forward. And she always used to either wear her blue silk nightgown or her pink. And I told my sister that, she was either wearing that one or the blue one. And she was like, yeah, she's in her silk nightgown. I said, as you're describing her, I can see her laying in the bed. And she said that, it was too late. And it was just a lot of misunderstanding that went on. Who got there first, and it was just a lot of chaos, and they wanted me to come and pray to see if God give her her life back. And it's just as sad. And then just me and my sisters, my sister, she had 5 kids now. She just had a child. He should be like 2 months now, maybe. But the bond has never been the same. So, yeah, I truly miss my mom. And those of you that have your parents, your mom, should cherish those moments of having her with you, because when they're dead and when they're gone, you just, I don't know, you feel like you can handle things in the world, but your mama know how to comfort you. Love your parents. They're not perfect parents. We're not perfect parents. And just to have them there is very important. Um, let your mom know that you love her. And I always tried to tell my mom that I love her before we got off the phone. We'll let each other know that we love each other, and we'll call my mom will call my other sisters on the phone before we went to bed, say that we loved each other. We don't do that no more. Love your parents. Love your mom. Without mamas, there wouldn't be nobody here. Like I said, there's some good moms and there's some moms that don't want to be moms. Like I said, my mom, she wasn't perfect, but she was my mom. And they can be screaming from the top to the bottom. They can be aggravating sometimes. And they can seem like they know it all or whatever's in your mind. But when they gone, they gone. And all those things that you were going through and saying that, just feeling that you're grown. But when they gone, they gone. And I say to you guys to love your mom and appreciate them Every day is Mother's Day, and we spoiled our mama so much. That lady there, she was so spoiled. She didn't know what it was to too much get up and have to do much of anything if she didn't want to. If she wanted her bath water ran, we would run her bath water. She needed something, we'll go to the store and get it. And she didn't feel like getting out the house, she didn't have to. But this message is just say to love your mom. Every day is Mother's Day, and don't take one day for granted, because in a blink of an eye they could be gone. So I thank you for listening. I don't know if I'm gonna let this video be posted, but I want to, because it's so much um, misunderstanding between moms and their daughters, especially those that becoming teens and young daughters. That I see one daughter just curse her mom out like she was a child and she's grown. No matter what age you get, you're never older than your mama, so that respect level has to stay just where it was when you start saying mama. You should keep your words, abusive words, in the streets or wherever you use them at, but they should never come at the doorstep or in front of your mama. So many people have lost their respect for their moms, and some moms have lost their respect by doing any kind of thing, and I understand that. But still, my mom done some things that I should have disrespected her, but I always kept my integrity in this yes ma'am and no ma'am. So that's just me. That's just how she raised me. But until next time, like, comment, share, subscribe, and tell the people about this channel. See you later, Healthy Gang.